Welcome to Morgan's drag show for quarantined people. Hi. Hi, it's me, Morgan, in case you didn't know who I am. Hi. She's gone a bit sporty today. She had to put her hair up. She was rushing around all over the place. I'm still not quite used to doing this show every 2 weeks, or twice a month actually, the first and third Tuesday of the month, because I used to do this show in person just once a month, but I was feeling ready for a bit of a challenge, for some more drag in my life. I mean, why not? What else is there to do right now, honestly? Welcome to this new schedule. Thanks for being here. So distracted by my own image on the screen. My partner designed this. He's a fashion designer. This is Joji. It's the logo. If you've ever met him, he'll probably sooner have told you that he's the person who made RuPaul famous and wrote the song Supermodel that made her famous, rather than telling you that he's a fashion designer. But anyway, that's not about him. It's my show. It's all about me. I'm Morgan Wakilisto, in case you don't know. And today we're going to have a very fun show for you. I have some wonderful guests, and I have some performances of my own up my sleeve for you. And we're going to have fun. That's what we're here for, right? Right? Yes, you will have fun. I promise. Or your money back. Just for context, for anyone who hasn't been to my show in person or who hasn't been here at the online show before, welcome. Thank you for coming. Thank you for carving out this moment in your busy schedule of baking banana bread and dyeing your hair blonde, if you're fulfilling all the queer cliches of quarantine, at least. What was I saying? Right, context. So, yes, I normally do this show at a bar in Berlin called Tristeza, and it would happen once a month. We don't charge any entry fee. We let people, whoever can come and enjoy the show. And at the end of the show, we ask people to tip us if they can. And we share the tips between the performers and the other people who make the show possible. So today, it's the same idea. So if you are able to tip, if you have the financial means, there is a little button down below. It's pink. It says tip the performers. And that'll send you to a PayPal link where you can send the money to me, and I will share the money with the performers. This time, also, we're doing something different. 30% of the tips collected today will go to the Lesben- und Schwulenverbund Berlin-Brandenburg, which is part of the nationwide Lesbian and Gay Association for Germany. And they do all kinds of nice things. They host projects to mentor queer refugees coming to Berlin. They give legal advice to queer immigrants like me. Hi. They dedicate cultural monuments to queer icons, and so on. Since on Sunday it was the International Day Against Homophobia, Biphobia, Transphobia, I thought it would be nice to donate to a worthy cause. Anyway, enjoy the show. If you're able to tip, you can do that below. No stress. Please don't try and tip us if you really can't afford it. Buy food first, and then if you have some money left, maybe. But I don't know. Sorry, I need to blow my nose. Drag is so hard. Oh, this ASMR moment. No, that is not becoming. That is not what this show is becoming. So yeah, let's get started. If you've been to my show before, you'll know what's about to happen. We do this every time. It's just a little reminder of who I am. Here we go.
Can I have your attention, please? It's time for Morgan's Drag Show for Busy People, hosted by Morgan Wood. Put your hands together.
sing along for this one. In the chorus goes more, and on the last more, I want you to shout, Morgan, that's me. Do you think you can do that? I think you can. Yay, you did it. Well done. Welcome. Do you like the sign? My partner made this too. He's very creative and supportive. Thank you very much, Larry. I wonder if there's anyone here who's never been to one of my shows or never been to a drag show at all. Would you tell me in the comments? That would be really fun. Like I said, we have some very amazing guests today. We have 3 guests, one of whom you've seen before on my show and the other 2 you have not. So I'm very excited to share their performances with you. So yes, welcome if you have never been to one of my shows before. Thank you for coming. We're going to start off with a little sing-along. I wonder if any of you know this song. That would be really fun to know if you know it. Oh, how does the technology work?
Shoes. 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 Oh my god, shoes. Let's get some shoes. Let's get some shoes. Let's get some shoes. Let's get some shoes. 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 Oh my god, shoes. Shoes. These shoes rule. These shoes suck. These shoes rule. These shoes suck. Shoes. 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 Oh my god, shoes. These shoes rule. These shoes suck. These shoes suck. These shoes suck.
I think you have too many shoes.
Shut up.
I think you have too many shoes.
Shut up.
I think you have too many shoes.
Shut up.
I think you have too many shoes.
Shut up. Stupid boy. Stupid boy. Let's get some shoes. Let's party. These shoes are $300. These shoes are $300. These shoes are $300 fucking dollars. Let's get them. This style runs small. I don't think you're gonna fit. I mean, your fade are kind of bag. Oh. 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 Oh, by the way, bitch. Fuck you! Fuck you! Fuck you! Fuck you!
Yes. What a mess that was. I was obsessed with that song when I was like 17, 18, I guess. I think my wig almost came off. Oh my goodness. I spent so long styling it too. Not really. I was totally like listening to that song on repeat, recreating the music video with friends while I was at university. So I hope that set the tone and let you know that we don't take things too seriously here at Morgan's Drag Show for quarantine people. There's enough of that in the outside world. We don't need that negativity in our lives here. And you may also, oh goodness. Thank goodness I'm not a perfectionist. You may also know that this last weekend that we just passed was meant to have been the Eurovision Song Contest, but it was cancelled, which is very sad. I've been watching the Eurovision Song Contest since I was like a little gay boy when I was 12. Probably I was watching it earlier, that's just when I remember watching it. Since Eurovision was supposed to have happened at the weekend, but it was cancelled, I thought I would pay tribute to Eurovision a little bit today. Honestly, I probably would have done that anyway, even if the Eurovision had still happened, because I love it. But I thought it would be fun to invite my performers to not only present themselves, but to represent a country. And then we can vote and have a winner. Oh my God, what? Groundbreaking. Yes, I told my performers that they don't just have to be European countries or even real countries, to be honest, because like, well, I don't know if I'm going to get into the politics of Eurovision, but yeah, it's just for fun, people. Don't take it too seriously. If anything, that Shoes performers should have told you that we don't take things seriously here. Also, I have fond memories of Eurovision here in Berlin because it was 2 years ago at a Eurovision party at my friend Michael's house that I first was in drag in front of other people. That was a big deal. Before that, I'd only done drag like in my bathroom in the mirror without contact lenses. So I was like this close to the mirror because I can't see otherwise. I shaved off my beard. I used to have a beard all the time. And of course, you can have a beard and do drag. Those things are not mutually exclusive. I just choose to do this for aesthetic purposes. And sometimes I might have a beard again, who knows? But yes, I was in full drag in front of other people at a Eurovision party because like gay, and it was fun. And that's kind of what propelled me towards doing more drag, and that's what led us ultimately here. So thank you, Eurovision. Thank you, Michael, for creating a safe space. That leads us quite nicely, not really, she doesn't do segues, to our first performer, who has been here before on our virtual stage. Actually, I've never met them in person, which is really funny. But they were here on the first edition of Morgan's Drag Show for Quarantine People here on Twitch last month. And they did an amazing performance then, and I have no doubt that this time it will be equally fantabulous. And they have decided to compete for the great nation of United Ding Dong. Just let that one sink in for a minute. United Ding Dong. Yeah, you're welcome. Thank you, Marilyn. So, without further ado, please welcome to the virtual stage, representing the United Ding Dong, Marilyn Nova White.
Career boy, working overtime. Career boy, one thing on my mind. A cheap office coffee, these pumping through my veins. I work for the man, yeah, but you know I love the change. I can never fight the feeling. I stay up all night, working so hard after hours till I see the sunlight. Stuck up in the office tower, you know it's pure joy, and that's my superpower. I'm a career boy, you know they got me working overtime. Yeah, career boy, and you know I got that one track mind. Oh yeah, if Even after I get what I want, I can see, baby, baby, that it's lonely at the top. Yeah. Career boy, nothing is ever gonna make me stop. Business and pleasure, I like to mix the two. Mix it up. Hanging in the break room, I'm mixing it with you. I can never fight the feeling. I'll stay up all night, working so hard after hours till I see the sunlight. Stuck up in the office tower, you know it's pure joy, and that's my superpower. I'm a career boy, career boy. You know they got me working overtime. Yeah, career boy, and you know I got that one track mind. Even after I get what I want, I can see, baby, baby, that it's lonely at the top. Yeah, career boy, nothing is ever gonna make me stop. I'm addicted to the work. I love the way it hurts. The suits and pencil skirts, I get what I need, cause I'm greedy for it. Cause I'm addicted to the pressure. Yeah, but the burden is a pleasure. Come on, hit me with your ledger. Close to the edge, face down on the desk. I'm career boy. You know they got me working overtime. Yeah, career boy, and you know I got that one track mind. Even after I get what I want, I can see, baby, baby, that it's lonely at the top. Yeah, career boy, nothing is ever gonna make me stop. Career boy, nothing is ever gonna make me stop.
Give it up for Marilyn Nova White. Yes. Ah, work. Oh, those editing skills indeed, and those special effects. Wow. Fantastic. The creativity of queers in quarantine in Berlin will never cease to amaze me. That's just another example. Thank you so much, Marilyn. That was so much fun. And I just discovered Dorian Electra recently. I know, I'm sorry, late to the train. That's me. But yeah, fantastic. Thank you so much. Wow, great. And the attention to detail, like the little motivational posters on the wall, and the like fake spreadsheets. Maybe they weren't fake. I don't know, but realism. Yes, work. Yay. So that was Marilyn Nova White performing for the United Ding Dong. Makes sense now, right? Yeah. So keep that performance in mind later for when we cast our votes. Oh, and also, because technology, you can scroll down and you can find a little link that says follow Marilyn Nova White on Instagram, and it will take you to their Instagram profile. So, which you should definitely do because they produce a lot of amazing content. They're part of the Venus Boys, which is a drag collective for masculine drag performers here in Berlin. And they do all kinds of amazing shows. Oh my goodness. Back to Eurovision. As someone in the chat said earlier, segues are for amateurs, yeah. Oh, was that a read? I can't tell. Anyway, I'm not very good at segues today, but that's fine. I'm embracing it. Yeah, one of the things that I really love about Eurovision is that it's something that's I feel like it's very uniquely European, in the sense that like it's not American, and I'm using American in the continental sense, because so much of our culture comes from North America, so much of the like popular culture, which is fine. I mean, like great that we have things in common that we can enjoy and discuss and talk about. But like I'm not an American from that continent. I mean, and of course I have no. Oh my God, I'm talking myself into a corner here. I love Americans. My partner's American. Whatever. Start again. She's beautiful. Distract them with the beauty when she talks nonsense. Anyway, just watching Eurovision made me proud to be European, and not in like a nationalistic way, even though it is kind of all about nations competing against each other, problematic. But I actually feel like it's more about them coming together and celebrating their like cheesy camp gayness. Because Eurovision is fucking gay. I don't care how much you say it isn't. For those of you who don't know, it's often referred to as the Gay Olympics, just FYI. Yeah. I'm gonna do a little performance for you now of some of my favorite moments, or some of the moments I think of are most iconic in Eurovision history from the last 4-5 decades-ish. But I think first, this requires an outfit change. Oh. You don't know how many layers I'm wearing. Don't spoil the surprise, Morgan. Oh. Stepping all over my own toes today. So, are you ready? Are you ready for a little retrospective on some Eurovision history? If you don't know Eurovision, this will be a fun learning experience for you. Hopefully. If not, just like enjoy the campness. More props. Oh, what is she doing? Who even knows? Oh. Okay, here we go. For real.
Cherchez l'étoile, vous qui vivez un rêve, vous, héros de l'espace, au cœur plus grand que la terre, vous, donnez-moi ma chance. Qui
walking over glass. Neighbors say we're troubled. Well, that time has passed. Peering from the mirror, no, that isn't me. A stranger getting nearer. Who can this person be? You wouldn't know me at all today. From the fading light I fly, rise like a phoenix, out of the ashes, seeking rather than vengeance. Retribution, you were warned. Once I'm transformed, once I'm reborn. You know I'll rise like a phoenix, but you're my flame.
Yay, thank you. Waterloo was by ABBA, of course, and that was one of the songs that launched them into fame. They won with that song for Sweden in 1974. Then shortly followed by, did anyone get this one? No, I don't think anyone did. So the second song in French was Ne partez pas sans moi. She does speak French, by the way. For Switzerland, performed by Celine Dion, who is not Swiss. It doesn't matter. And she won for them in 1988. Then we had Diva by Dana International that won for Israel in 1998. And I very clearly remember watching this as a little gay boy and being like, oh my God, yes, work, mama, okay, death drop. And if I had known how to speak like that at 12, can you imagine? Then finally, Rise Like a Phoenix by Conchita Wurst, who won for Austria in 2014. Iconic, hello. Those were some of my highlights. Morgan for Eurovision. Oh my God. Can you imagine? For Germany. Do you remember the last time Germany won with that awful song by Lena, Satellite, when she does this terrible fake British accent? I was so offended by that song. But I also listened to it on repeat for months, so yeah, that's how it goes. Eurovision, it's cheesy, but it doesn't take itself too seriously. I don't understand that emoji. I don't understand these emojis these young people are using today. No, honestly, it's just Twitch. Like, I said this at my last show. Twitch used to be, I mean, still is, predominantly for video gamers. I don't know what video gaming looks like, clearly. And now we're here camping it up, being like, yes, honey, work on doing our drag shows on Twitch. So, like, why not? But it comes with these weird emojis. If you like more of my buffoonery, you can see all kinds of other videos that I've put together and songs that I've performed on my YouTube channel, which is also linked below. There's a little box with a picture of my face that says subscribe, or yeah, subscribe to Morgan on YouTube, something like that. It's down there. So, speaking of Canadians who performed in Eurovision, our next performer is representing that fine country of Canada. I mean, if Australia can take part in Eurovision, why not Canada? It's the most European, North American country probably anyway. This is actually very exciting for me that she finally is in my show, because she was meant to be in my show in March, which was supposed to have happened 2 months ago, and was actually on the day when all of the bars in Berlin had to shut down. So, of course, the show was cancelled. We were able to work it out that she could be in the show tonight, and I'm very excited for her to represent Canada in our little Eurovision moment. Put your hands together and make lots of noise so she can hear you from however far away you are. Put your hands together for Katana 6. Woo!
Katana.
I just wanna go real hard. Pink diamond in the dark. I just wanna go real hard. 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 Pink diamond in the dark. I just wanna go real hard. I just wanna go real hard. I just wanna go real hard. Lip gloss on and I'm looking like a star. Got a tiny bag but I've got a big heart on the video chat. Cute skirt and a bra. I'm feeling so fine, kinda feeling like a star. Gonna give you good views, watch me whip it up. I'm really so rare, I'm sent from above. Wish you could come round, pick me up in your car. Yeah, I just wanna go real hard. I just wanna go real hard. Pink diamond in the dark. I just wanna go real hard. 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 Pink diamond in the dark. I just wanna go real hard. I just wanna go real hard. I just wanna go real hard for days. I just wanna feel it in different ways. Every single night kinda feels the same. I'm a pink diamond, I need space. I'm online and I'm feeling so glamorous. Watch me shine for the boys and the cameras. In real life, could the club even handle us? In real life, could the club even handle us? I just wanna go real hard. I just wanna go real hard. Pink diamond in the dark. I just wanna go real hard. 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 Pink diamond in the dark. I just wanna go real hard. I just wanna go real hard.
Go real hard. I just wanna go real. Go real hard.
I just wanna go real hard. I just wanna go real hard. Pink diamond in the dark. I just wanna go real hard. I just wanna go real hard. I just wanna go real hard. Pink diamond in the dark. I just wanna go real hard. I just wanna go real hard.
Yes, you better work, Katana 6. Oh my god. Oh, so pretty. Yeah, she's amazing. Wow. Wow. And those editing skills. Fatality. I think you killed some people. I mean, I'm pretty dead. That was major. Major. Yes, work. Thank you so much, Katana. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I'm so grateful for performers who are willing to be in my show in the first place, and then now, especially willing to spend the time recording themselves at home, edit that shit, and send it to me. Like, you better work. Thank you. Amazing. So this is another gentle reminder that you can tip the performers below. There's a little button. The tips will be shared between the performers. The tips go directly to me, but I will share them out. Don't worry. Nothing fishy going on. Only if you can afford it. Otherwise, enjoy the show. I mean, enjoy the show either way. But like, if you got that extra money, I remember that 30% will go to the Gay and Lesbian Association for Berlin-Brandenburg. Thank you so much. Do you like this little moment that I changed into? I actually found this on the street. Actually, no, to be honest, my partner found it on the street. He finds me all kinds of shit on the street, and then I'm like, maybe. I'm going to wash it first, though. Which is, like, fair, I think. I don't know. Do you wear something off the street that you haven't washed? No judgment. Another gentle reminder, you can also follow Katana6 on Instagram. Below, there is a picture with her lovely face and a link that will take you directly to her Instagram. You should follow her. She's amazing. I mean, if that video is anything to go by. Hello. I'm kind of a germaphobe. But also not. I don't know. It's a very complicated question right now. So, we've now come to that part of the show where I get to talk about astrology because it's my show and I'll do what I like. I like to just give a little update of what's happening astrologically lately because I think it's interesting. Let's get my butt pillow. Oh, that's better. I don't know if you don't believe in astrology. Like, I'm not fully convinced that I do, but I just think it's really an interesting way of trying to like understand the world. And these powers are totally out of our control. Like, the planets are moving around the sun, whatever. Like, we have no control over that. And it's just like a comforting way of like explaining the world around us and our place in it. And I find that kind of nice. Yeah, sue me. So right now we're entering the last day of Taurus season. So tomorrow we're entering Gemini season. So happy birthday in advance to any Geminis who are have their birthdays in the next month. And it's also the season of eclipses. We have a lunar eclipse on the 5th of June, and the partial solar eclipse on the 10th of June, which will be visible in most of the Northern Hemisphere, and a full solar eclipse on the 21st of June, which will be visible in Central Africa and South Asia. That's more like astronomy than astrology, but anyway, they go together. Also, something that's happening right now is that Venus is in retrograde until the 25th of June. This happens when Venus is at the closest point in its orbit to the Earth, and the Earth overtakes it, making it appear that it's going backwards in the sky. I don't really understand what that means, but yeah, that's that. You might have heard of Mercury retrograde, even if you don't know much about astrology. But yeah, other planets go retrograde too. Who knew? With Venus retrograde, often things from the past will come up and there'll be miscommunications. And it's a time to really consider your relationships and how you communicate in them. But it's not the best time to take action on those ideas. You're coming up with ideas, how you want to relate to people. And especially now, like during quarantine, I think that's a really interesting moment to do this. Like, how do we want to relate to people? What are our boundaries around meeting people, like physical and emotional? Venus retrograde is a really nice time to do that. So take advantage of this moment, babies. More specifically, like today, the moon. So the moon changes sign every 2 days. Right now, the moon is in Aries, which is a fiery and initiatory sign, but it's in the waning phase. So this is lessened a little bit. It's not so intense. There'll be a new moon on Friday. So that's often people, I find, I'll speak for myself, I sleep really well on new moons, not so much on full moons. So that's nice. Have a nice sleep on Friday. So today, the moon in Aries is in a square with Pluto, which is in Aquarius. Oh my God, what does this mean? Squares are the most difficult aspect. This is the relationship, in degrees. How do I describe this? Clearly, I'm not a mathematician. So they're 90 degrees to each other, yeah? So it's a square. And this aspect, it's one of the most difficult ones. And Pluto being the ruler of the underworld, this can bring up shadows, things from the past, resistance, shame, repressed emotions that are difficult to face, that you just don't want to deal with, right? But the aspect invites you to choose yourself first and give yourself the power rather than giving it over to someone else, right? So this might end up in some kind of power struggle. That's just really another opportunity to choose a side, and choose to give yourself the power, essentially. And later, tonight, I think, the moon will be in a square with Jupiter, which is in Capricorn. This might have you wanting to overextend yourself and offer more than you can actually deliver. Instead, what the transit is inviting you to do is to set healthy boundaries that work for you. And this might actually be boundaries with yourself. What a concept. Yeah. So overall, self-care. Thank you, Taurus season. That's what we're just leaving behind today. We're moving into Gemini season, where boundaries are a theme. Great. Let's see how that goes. Venus is in retrograde, and it's Venus Boy's anniversary month. Oh my God, coincidence? I think not. Yes, work. That's actually really insightful, Leo Tomboy. Because retrogrades are all about reviewing and reconsidering how things have gone for you. So it's Venus Boys. Work. I love that. When drag and astrology intersect. You're welcome. Enough of me rambling on about the stars. Are you ready for another performance? I mean, I don't hear you, so I'll assume you are, because it's coming either way, TBH. Our next performer actually didn't tell me what country they want to perform for, so I'm going to make a suggestion. They're performing for the country of compliments. Oh, how nice. And this performer is part of my drag family. They're my drag sibling. They decided to live improvise a performance for us today. So I'm super excited for this one. I'm really proud of them. And also, this person, I think, correct me if I'm wrong in the chat, this person is looking for a new place to live in Berlin. So if you happen to know of anything, let them know. So please put your hands together, stomp your feet, make some noise for the amazing, incomparable Zoloft Kale.
Hello, people of the wonderful internet world. My name is Zoloft Kale. I am so grateful to be able to be in Morgan Wood Callisto's wonderful show. As some of you may know, I am Morgan Wood Callisto's sister from the House of Jupiter. And being in the House of Jupiter really has made me feel so wonderful and included. And I found that there are things that about the drag community and about the things I've learned from being involved with all of the wonderful queerness that Berlin has that I would like to share with the internet and perhaps imagine a country utopia of our own in honor of Eurovision, but instead a country with no borders and a country that welcomes everyone and has some a little magic, if you will. So this is my dream, or inspired by, or whatever you'd like to label it. You can't see, but my cat is listening right now. Imagine if there was a world that we could go to and explore. In the lakes there is so much to do and you just want to do more. Berlin is a city with so much diversity. Berlin, I wonder if we could turn you into a country. The first thing to do would be to get rid of any Nazis. All the Nazis have to go away, or maybe we could teach them a little bit. Ask them their pronouns. Say hey and say. There's no space for hate here. You gotta just love. A country of love. If you can imagine, just try. A country where the sky is endless and full of hearts and joy. Where ukulele mistakes are celebrated and things like birthdays are everyone to have a dance party, and that means dance parties are every day. I want to live in a place where there are dance parties from the roof. Being in quarantine makes me really sad, and I guess I just have a truth that is, it must be said. People on the internet be telling me that it is just gonna last a little more longer. But I don't really have a good sense of time, so instead of making up all of these rhymes in my head and hoping for some kind of country like never before, what would I want in this country? Well, first of all, I'd want everyone to have enough things to eat and do. I'd want everyone to have a bed and someone to love and a place to rest their head. I want everyone to wear the clothes that they want and to know that they're not connected to gender. Clothes are not connected to gender. Healthcare is free and a right, and if you want to go and ride a bike, you can go ride a bike and get some ice cream or get the job of your dreams. I don't really know how the structures will work. Even though I'm a politics student, I don't really have a plan for world domination yet in my head. But I do know if you like this country dreaming of, there are a few simple ways to help make it a reality. Small things that when we are just surviving, such as looking at the person to your right and saying, "Oh, I like your mask." That takes only a little bit of time. It is complementing a social distancing safety thing, and also, hey, I like your shoes, I like your face, I like your style. Just compliment people. It's really wonderful, it's really easy, and it makes everyone's day better, and maybe you'll get some friends. get some friends. Reach out to the person on Instagram, DM them and say, wow, cool, you're great. Maybe you'll find a friend, and like, maybe that's my way of saying, hey. So in my country, what I think would be cool is if everyone had a little more fun and went up to the person on their right and give them a compliment. Country of compliments is my dream. Maybe it will happen to be a little difficult until you first start, and then it will become easier because that's how it works with you have a big heart. In the end, what is important is to respect everyone. We know we must try to build equality and redistribute the resources. So if you need help, don't be afraid to reach out. We have your back. The community's big. Also, do you know that if you want to grow, there's so many ways to jump right in. Don't be afraid to reach out if you need help. Your mental health is important as your physical health. And I love you, and ask preferred pronouns, and that is my song.
Yes, Zoloft, work. That was so sweet and precious. I'm so proud of you. And this is why I do this drag show, because I want people to know that drag is not just one thing. Drag is not just cis men dressing up as women and pretending to sing other people's songs, because that's what I do. And we see enough of that on television. I'm not naming any names. But yeah, anyone can do drag. Anyone who has a desire and a passion for it can do drag. And if you say that it's drag, right? So thank you, Zoloft, for sharing that with us. That was really wonderful. And like improvised. Very impressive. I'm well impressed. Good job. And like I said, Zoloft is looking for a new place to live. So if you have any leads in Berlin, please let them know. You can follow them on Instagram. There is a link below with a picture of their beautiful face. Click on that and it will take you to their Instagram profile. They post all kinds of funny, weird stuff there. So like, please check it out. And yeah, thank you again, Zoloft. By the way, if you are interested in trying drag, or if you're a baby drag performer, or you're a regular, you've been performing for a while and you'd like to be in my show, please let me know. Send me a message on Instagram, preferably. There's a link below again. And say hi and we'll work it out, because I'm now doing the show twice a month on the first and third Tuesday of the month. So I'm very open to more performers, all kinds of performances, as you can see. So yeah, get in touch if you'd like to be in my show. I'd love to have you. Oh yeah, I just changed into something because it looked like it might rain. Is it really noisy? A little ASMR moment again. I keep saying that I'm like doing ASMR and then I'm like, ew, no, gross, I don't want to do ASMR. Like no judgment, but like judgment. We are now at the point of our little Eurovision tribute where we get to pick a winner. So we had, just to review, just to give you, so in Eurovision, if you don't know this, they do this thing where they have like little clips of all the performances, and underneath there's the phone number that you call to vote for that performance, whatever. It costs like €1 million to vote because it's super expensive. That's how they make their money. So I'll just give you a little verbal recap. We had Marilyn Nova White competing for the United Ding Dong with their version of Queer Boy by blank Dorian Electra, thank you. Career Boy, very inventive. Those editing skills, those special effects. Remember the fire that leapt out from nowhere? Oh my god. The stapling of the finger. I mean, yeah, great. Good job. Then second up, we had competing for her home country of Canada. We had Katana 6, who slayed us with that backwards edited Charlie XCX number. Oh my god, so good. And lastly, we had Zoloft competing for the country of compliments with their improvised ukulele number in front of their cat. Do you hear the dramatic music in the background? Oh my god. It's just like Eurovision. The suspense. So the results are in. And the winner of this year's Eurovision drag contest, this is so dumb, is all of you, because we don't need competitions. Competitions are trash. Let's support each other instead of compete. Yeah, it's work. Yay. But actually, to be honest, the real winner is me, because it's my show. So, like, you're welcome. That was really dumb. Thanks for indulging me. But you're all still here, so like, I guess you like it. In that case, would you like another little number from me? I'll wait while you tell me how amazing I am. Yeah, but honestly though, in drag, like in the world of drag, I think competing makes really no sense. We need to support each other. Actually, I'll put that more broadly in the queer community generally speaking, of which drag is a part, or which drag mostly overlaps with, but not entirely. We need to support each other and champion each other and cheer each other on. We don't really need to compete with each other. I mean, for fun, sure, but like, let's lift each other up and create our queer utopia, our queer Star Trek utopia together. Hopefully. Okay, speaking of, this song has nothing to do with any of that, but I'm going to segue right into it and give you a one little number from me, Morgan Wood Callisto. Follow me on Instagram below.
I am woman, hear me roar, in numbers too big to ignore, and I know too much to go back and pretend, 'cause I've heard it all before, and I've been down there on the floor. No one's ever gonna keep me down again. Whoa, yes, I am wise, but it's wisdom for the pain. Yes, I paid the price, but look how much I gained. If I have to, I can do anything. I am strong. I am invincible. I am one. You can bend but never break me, 'cause it only serves to make me more determined to achieve my final goal. And I come back even stronger, not a novice any longer, 'cause you've deepened the conviction in my soul. Oh yes, I am wise, but it's wisdom for the pain. Yes, I paid the price, but look how much I gained. If I have to, I can do anything. I am strong. I am invincible. I am one. I am one. Invincible. I am strong. I am one.
Thank you, thank you, thank you. Yes, the bag is from my lovely friend Claire. Thank you for the bag, Claire, with these beautiful cats. So silly. I don't know if that worked very well. I was experiencing a lot of delay with the music, so I hope that translated. But yes, thank you for your patience with all of these technological mishaps, etc. Yeah, thank you so much for being here, everyone. We're almost at the end of our show. So if you've been to one of my shows in person, you'll know they're usually a bit longer than this because we have a break in the middle, which makes sense because they're usually at a bar, so you can like go and pee and have a drink, but you can just do that from your seat, from your bed. Here's your reminder, if you are able to, but only if you are able to, please tip the performers below. There is a link that will send you to PayPal. 30% of the tips are going to this Berlin-based queer charity, and the rest will be shared between the performers. Also, go follow us all on the social medias. There are links below to Marilyn Nova White's, to Katana Six's, to Zoloft's, and my Instagram, as well as to my YouTube channel, where I usually put this show a few days later. I edit it a little bit and put it there on YouTube, so you can see it there too. The next show will be on the 2nd of June. That one is already full. I already have all my guests. Oh my goodness, I'm so popular. But if you'd like to be in a future show, please get in touch with me. I would love to hear from you. Instagram is the best way of contacting me. So would you please join me in giving one more round of applause to our amazing guest performers tonight. We had Marilyn Nova White, yes, work Marilyn, representing the United Ding Dong. And then for Canada, we had Katana 6, oh my god, work bitch, yes, that was so sick. And finally, for the country of compliments, we had Zoloft Kale, yes, work. Amazing, what a great lineup. Thank you so much everyone for being part of my show. Thank you for everyone for turning up, for telling your friends. Yeah, tell your friends if you think they'd enjoy my show. The next one is on the 2nd of June, right here on Twitch. You can follow me also on Twitch if you want. And if you haven't, if you're just watching but you're not able to comment, you can make a login very easily. It's very simple so that you can join the chat next time. So I hope to see you here on the 2nd of June. But for now, we've come to the end of our show. And I'll just give you one more if you insist. Oh my God, you're so demanding. One more little number just to see you off into the night. Okay, honeys? Mwah. Thank you again. Thank you so much. Here we go. everybody. I'm really feeling this makeup. I don't really want to take it off. Yeah, thanks again for joining, everyone. Hope to see you next time. Follow me on Instagram, tip the performers if you can. Thanks so much for coming. I said all of that already. Yeah, good night.